Hello YouTube. Hello people. Hello dear friends. All the fanatics of electric skateboarding. So guys, we're on my way to a filming destination. And yes, you're right to say that I'm not wearing my helmet, but I should be. Absolutely right, I do agree. I always tell everyone safety first. Only difference is I am not using the motors at all. However, this is a powered board. So I've got an interesting subject to cover today, guys. Let's get on with it. And just to make it a bit more interesting, brand new kit of safety lights, never opened. Who will find all the letters that I've left secretly on my videos? They pop up during the video, and most of the times I say, you want to probably remember this letter here. Today in this video is going to be the last letter of a word. Coming back to me on the comments, stating the exact word that all the letters all together actually mean, will get this here delivered for nothing. This is how it looks at night. So welcome back to my channel, Path DIY Board, and we're going to be talking about very tiny thing that can make such a big difference. Wheel bearings. There are a lot of different bearings out there on the market. You go eBay and you find all sorts of names for them. Super duper upgrade, fast, ABEX 7, everything else, better than ABEX 7 and everything else like that. So, let's talk about some bearings that I have actually personally tested. This way, there is no bull. I will tell you exactly what I found, how much I paid, and what I've used so far. And I will explain in more detail what the bearings are for. So what are the benefits of having good quality bearings? For starters, less restriction, less resistance, which means you get higher mileage on a charge. You also get higher speed of your board. Also, the cheaper bearings rattle and they make this nasty noise. Most importantly, guys, good bearings, obviously you have to look after them, do not seize up as easily. And that's pretty much it. Little tiny thing like this can give you a lot more joy riding your board. Take the advice or don't. I've done my bit, I've tested them, and I've shared the information with you guys. The rest of it is up to you. The bearings are exactly for this, spinning. So if you take a piece of plank and just try dragging it across the road, well, you're not going to enjoy it, and it's definitely not going to be a thrill. If you introduce some wheels, it'll be much better, because we are reducing the friction now. If you, however, install some really good bearings between the wheel and the axle, you're going to reduce the friction even more. That means you will use less energy powering your board, and you will use less energy to power the motors, because you don't have that much friction to deal with. But let's take a look at what the bearings actually do when you compare them together. So, let's get back into my workshop and we'll do some tests.
Well, with the skateboard as well.
We've got a challenge! Honda CBR versus single motor electrical skateboard. What do you reckon? So I'm back in my workshop. Love this place, tools and stuff. Let's take a look into the bearings in more detail. ESK8 These are the mostly usable bearings. Every single Slick Revolution board comes with them as standard, and a lot of boards out there come with them as standard. I'm not saying they're bad, but I wanted more, so I have swapped them out. What I've got here, guys, it's a very sexy setup. So the contents are on the board right here, which is my 5000 watt DIY board, Super Reds by Bones. Right underneath, over here, we've got Slick Revolution brand new 80, Urban 80 with original ESK8. Right here is my other DIY perfect commuter board, nice and light and very, very beautiful, which has original Tramper bearings in them. It's pretty much ESK8, which is a little bit reworked. They are actually blue. So let's see how they stack up. The one set of bearings I'm really psyched about is Bronson G3. I have not yet used these bearings, but I wanted to open it up with you guys. I know packaging doesn't mean much, but when you get a nice tin box just like this with a nice little sticker, and also you do get the spacers to suit the bearings, that is a very, very nice touch. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to replace bearings on one of the wheels on my DIY, and we're going to leave Super Reds, the new Bronson G3, ESK8 Tramper. I will do a nice roll test. I already have a video covering how to replace the bearings in your board, so please take a look at the video in the description below, and you will see exactly what to do and what to watch out for, what bits not to lose, and how to actually get the stubborn bearings out of the wheel. It does help to have a little tool that helps you to pull the bearings out. Sometimes when you buy expensive bearings, this tool comes with it. I've got this here with my Super Reds. All the Bronson bearings, oh, they're gorgeous, come on like a little plastic stick, but in between them you also got the spacers. So you get the bearings, you get the speed washers, and also the spacers that you will need to put between the bearings to make them work. Guys, please be careful, because there is a lot of fake stuff being sold on eBay and everywhere else. So just in case, if you want to get yourself the Super Reds by Bones, and I do recommend them, I'm not sponsored, nothing like that, I just have used them and they do roll beautifully. So this is how the original Super Red should look like. Black on one side, clear on the other side, and you can actually see the bearings, the balls themselves, the ball bearings. Sorry, didn't mean to say balls. So one of the wheels gets the Super Reds taken out, and the Bronson G3s are going in. So before the test begins, let's just run through this. Super Reds by Bones, G3 by Bronson, ESK8 normally installed as stock by Slick Revolution, Tramper original wheels and Tramper original bearings. Super Reds 37 pounds, Bronson G3s 40 pounds, ESK8 about 10 quid, Tramper bearings 15 pounds if you buy them with the wheels, or 25 pounds if you buy them without the wheels. So the way the test is going to work, guys, I'm going to spin these wheels up and we'll see how long do they spin freely. Super Red, Bronson G3, ESK8 Tramper, Tramper stopped. ESK8 stopped. Now we've got two leading names out there. Super Red, Bronson G3. They still keep on going. What a beautiful, beautiful scene. And it looks like the winner will be... Bang! Bronson G3 just stopped. Super Reds, they keep on going. Sorry guys, it's making the video longer, but I'm not going to stop or cut this video. I'm going to leave it exactly as it is during the test. And the Super Reds still keep on going. Da 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 da. Sorry, not the best music for the background, but well, that's the best I can come up with. Still keeps on spinning, keeps on spinning. So guys, you like it or not, but unfortunately or fortunately, Super Reds have won this competition. I'm not gonna lie, the Bronson G3s are right there together with the Super Reds. The one thing I need to mention, all of these bearings were treated with the speed cream by Bones. This is something I've noticed that works really well for £6. Why not? Again, repeating myself, not sponsored, don't care if you get it or not, really don't. Just telling you what works for me, and you make your own decision. So, what I wanted to mention that all of these wheels were already broken in. What I'm saying is, when you get yourself a set of bearings, you replace them onto your board, and you think, it's actually no difference, my wheels are not spinning that great. What you need to do is, you need to break them in. You need to make sure that you've got lubricants on it. You need to ride them for at least 3-4 charges on the battery. This way, the bearings will start showing themselves even more. About the test between the Super Reds and the Bronson G3. A little bit unfair there, because I had the Super Reds on the board for a bit, probably about 10 charges, and they're already broken in. The Bronson here, however, were just out of the package which you saw, and I've just put them in, and they've done really, really well. So I personally think you either go Super Red or you go for Bronson G3, and you will be more than satisfied. Why do I want to talk about bearings, guys? Why did I bring this to your attention? Well, simple. Each wheel gets 2 bearings. You get 4 wheels, so you get 8 bearings around your board. If those bearings don't perform, or if those bearings actually cause restriction and extra resistance, you will lose the mileage on your board. If you ride smart, you push start, you brake when it's required, you don't use too much power, and you think and you plan your ride, you will get much more out of your board, much more out of your battery, and a simple upgrade like bearings will definitely going to make a huge difference. I've done it, I see the difference, I like it, I recommend it to you. You want to listen or not, I don't care, really don't. One bearing I wanted to mention that I have not actually had pleasure to show you here because I've sold my board that had them on, are the green slimes. Green slime bearings are the first set of bearings that I have ever experienced when I was upgrading my Flex E-board 1.0 by Slick Revolution. These were about £12. However, I've got a video on the link in the description below where I do compare the original ABEX 7s with the green slimes. Take a look. And here we go, guys. The end of the video, and time for the last letter of the word. Get it right, get a set of brand new safety lights. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please hit that like button below. If you didn't, let me know why not. I will definitely take your comments on board. I always do. And as always, ride safely.